working on loans, say jumbo, and competing for business, knowing that my rates are definitely not the best, knowing that someone else has much lower rates.
Well, let's get out of that. So what are you the best at?
Oh, I'm very best at just being there and receiving their attention and helping them work through the process, and really good at all of that.
So that's the only thing I want going through your head.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, like that other thought, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want you thinking it. You put what are you best at? What are you world class at? What's your superpower? And you stay right in your superpower, and you don't need to get into your weaknesses. Stay right in your strengths. And you can still be honest with somebody. This is how I used to say it. I'd say like this: what's the most important to you in a lending transaction? I would ask that in my initial thing. So I'm just curious, Ann, what's the most important to you in this lending transaction that you're about to do? Role play with me.
I would probably trust the person that I'm working with and know that the information that they're providing me is going to get me where I need to go.
Then I'm one of the best in the business at that. And then now play the other one. Say.
Well, you do a really good job, but I have to be really fair to my family and the lowest rate.
Then I'm going to be upfront and honest with you. Probably the best way to get the best rate for your deal is to go to lendingtree.com, and you'll get 10 people calling on you. Now they might be in Oregon, and they might be I don't even know if they're in America, but that's the best way to get the best rate if that's what's most important to you on that transaction. Yeah. I literally did it like that. Okay. And I can't tell you how many times people were like, whoa, I don't want to do that though. But it was 10 to 15% that would go, thanks. And I'd go, cool. But then I didn't get into, like, again, guys, I'm also coming from at the end of my career when I was doing 25 units a month. So you get to a point where you're fully abundant. And once you get fully abundant, your sales game gets so much better because you're really not manipulating anymore. You're being honest, if that makes any sense. You know, like, so for me, direct and honest at the end. Now, I stand before you and say it like this. I didn't start like that, so I get where you guys are at, and I get that. But what I can tell you is at the end of my game, when the amount that I attracted and the amount of sales I got from this abundant, direct place was insane. Literally, your whole life will improve. And ready for this? You will get more sales. But you have to be okay giving the best advice to somebody. So that's why I came up with that dialogue just at the end, because I was like, I want to know. If they're a pure rate shopper, I want to know, and I want to help them. And I really did. If you're a pure rate shopper, go to lend. That's how you can get the best deal. If that's the most important to you. And then I'd be out, and I was like, this was a mantra I used to use. When you get really busy, the key is you have to get to no as quickly as possible. If it's a no, you've got to get there quick. You do not have time to spend a couple of days on a no. Mm-hmm. But when you don't have a lot of loans, you're massaging them and you're working them and you're manipulating all these things because you want this one loan, right? And I can tell you that, gosh, at the end, and when you just get direct and you say it and you're transparent and you're authentic and you truly serve, your sales game will get so much better and you'll get so much more business that way. They'll appreciate it. They'll go, the pure rate shopper goes, thanks. Wow, I've never had anybody tell me that. I really appreciate that. And you literally will get referrals sometimes. I'm not kidding. And sometimes those people even come back to you because you gave them honest advice.